Right. All right. Hello, everyone. Once again, so good to be here. Once again, my name is Benitha Samuel from Nigeria. I'm the CEO of Benny Expression, a place where I teach people how to find, to build, and to express positive self-thought. I am a voice on a mission. The most important thing to me is that people get to know that what they think about themselves matters a lot. And today, I'm super excited to be here. So good to be here. And I want to talk to us about finding your voice. Finding your voice, yes. As a youth or as human beings generally, we talk daily. Yes, just like I'm talking right now, and I'll be having people watch this afterwards. I hope people will be joining on Facebook. We talk every time. But the thing is, do people actually recognize what you do, what you say? Can they actually say that this is your voice, this is who you are, this is what you stand for? Take, for instance, if you want to be a public speaker or you want to be able to sell your goods and your services to your ideal client, would they be able to, like, okay, say, this is what you do? So that's what I want to talk to you about today. Finding your voice, very important. And when it has to do with public speaking, let me start from there. When it has to do with public speaking, it's just about you using words to share information, using words to share ideas, using words to express to people what you do, who you are, where you're from, what you are about, and where you are going to. And the most important thing is that wherever you are, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to speak about, whatever you want to talk to people about, you must be authentic about it. You must have to be confident. You must have to be, speak with authority for them to know that, okay, this is this person's voice. So finding your voice has to do with you being able to take a stand that this is what I stand for, this is who I am. You wake me up in the night, this is what I stand for. You are sharing ideas with me, this is what I will tell you that I stand for. You want me to look into your own ideas and give you my opinion, you must know that this is what I stand for. If you have so many voice, say so many things, somebody will not be able to, like, okay, so this is what he is for, or this is what she is for. So finding your voice is about you having a stand, taking a stand, letting the world know that this is what I am about. So when it comes to a brand, you are the brand, yes. So having a brand that speaks to people, having a brand that, declares its intention to people means that you have taken a stand about your business. You have taken a stand about what you are giving to the world, about your product, about your idea, about whatever you are selling to them. That this is what we are about. That's why you see some brands they have, we are about quality, we are simple, we are accommodating, where all that is just to tell people, okay, this is what we are about, this is what we stand for, this is what you can know us for, which is very important. Now, the second thing about you finding your voice is that you have to focus on something. They know you for a lot of things, but you must know that, okay, I'm focused about this. This is where I am going. This is what I want to. Then the next one is niching down to a particular thing that you can become a master of. We can't be a master of everything. You can be a master of everything. Even if you're a public speaker, you actually have something that you're really good about. You can speak about fluently. You can really, even they wake you up from sleep, you can talk about. So somebody must know you for something that you were good at. Okay, she has many ideas. For instance, myself, everyone can say, okay, Benita has many ideas. She's into baking, she's into photography, she's into teaching, she's into music, she's into public speaking. Then somebody will say, okay, I know she's actually good in public speaking. You get. So they know I have a lot of ideas. People know I have a lot of things to say, but they actually know that I am a master somewhere. So having a voice means that you already have a stand that people know you for. People will know that you have a stand in this, you have focus on this, and then you I actually am master of this particular thing. All right, so that's about you finding your voice. Now, the next I want to say is not just about finding your voice. Finding your voice has to do with you being able to have this kind of authority in a particular field. Like I said, being a master of something. Once you are a master of that particular thing, you will be able to say authoritatively, like, this is what this is for, this is what that is for, and people will take you for it. So, talking about the youth, talking about the adults, or whoever you are, you must be a master of something. You must have authority somewhere. That is why you, as a person, must rise up from wherever you have been slumbering to a place where you want the world to recognize that you exist, to a place where you want the world to recognize that you are good at something, to a place where you want people to recognize that you're just moving about, you have a purpose and you have a calling, and that you are focused on making sure that your message is heard wherever in the world. So a voice, someone who has a voice, is someone that is known. Yes, it's going to be a process getting to that place where people know you. It's going to be a process living where you were, where no one knew you for anything, to get into a place where people have to know you for good. People have to know that you are this particular person. It's going to be like, it's going to be a process. It's not going to happen overnight. So it's going to be a process. So you have to work yourself into that place. You have to wake up from where you were sleeping to know that if you wanna be somebody and you wanna go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. You might not have heard that song, but it says a lot. Wherever you want to go in life, whoever you want to be, which people you want to meet, whoever you want to meet in life, you have to first of all wake up yourself, wake up your mind, get to a place of training yourself to pick up whatever route will take you to where you are going. That is when you'll be able to own a voice that people can hear, own a voice that people can listen to. Now, you get to a point whereby you have a product, you have goods and services you want to share with people, you have ideas, but you tell yourself, hey, I'm afraid I don't know what to say to them. You hear people say, I'm afraid of public speaking. I can't speak in the public. I don't like speaking in the public. You give them a task. "Ah, I can't do this. So I don't like speaking in a crowd." And you go, you're like, okay, read this out. I can't go there. There are too many. I have stage fright. I can't do this. I can't do that. It's natural. It's natural. There's nothing to be afraid of. But let me tell you one truth. You are not afraid of public speaking. Quote me right. No one is afraid of public speaking. That is why I started telling you that to be able to own a voice that people can listen to, you have to take a stand. Now, if you are saying that you're afraid of public speaking, I want you to know that no, you are not. No one is afraid of public speaking. Hear this from me. Everyone is a master of the act, A-R-T, the act of public speaking. Did it surprise you? It shouldn't. Everyone is a master of the act of public speaking. Why would I say this? We speak every time. We talk to people. We relate with our relations. We relate with our friends, with our spouse, with our children. We have family meetings. We have family get together. We have Thanksgiving. We have celebrations here and there where we have friends come over for dinner or friends come over for our birthday. What we do, we party, we talk, we gist, we cried on their shoulders, we laugh together, we share ideas, we get angry, we fight, we resolve. Public speaking is an act of using words to share information to more than one person. When it is just you, it's personal. But when it moves from you to the next person, it has become public. So when you are laughing with your friend, you are actually engaging in the act of public speaking. When you are sharing a message with your friend and sharing your ideas, laughing about what happened in the past, crying about what didn't work out. You're actually engaging in the act of public speaking. When you are, helping someone in the crowd who needs direction, you're actually involved in public speaking. But you won't know that, right? Because it doesn't have the tag public speaking. So if you have been doing this, relating with people, talking freely, going online, chatting with people, making calls, meeting people, being able to say, hi, hello, how you doing? My name is this, my name is that. Oh, I work here, I work that. Oh, I do this, I do that. That is public speaking. That is why I say that everyone is a master of the act of public speaking. So you are not afraid of public speaking. You are afraid of failing. You are afraid of saying the wrong thing at the right time or saying the right thing at the wrong time. You are afraid of handling the kind of audience you have. By the way, we have different types of public speaking. We have ceremonial type of public speaking. We have persuasive public speaking. We have informative, which is what I'm doing right now. And we have demonstrative. So I'm going to mention maybe one or two of them, share with you. But the most important thing you must know that and take from me right now is that you are not afraid of public speaking. You are afraid of saying something wrong. You're afraid of failing. You're afraid of not being seen as perfect in front of the people you're trying to impress. And until you get off that horse, you'll not be able to stand confidently and boldly and speak about whatever you have to share with the world. You will never be able to. So when once you are given a something, your mind has been conditioned to start taking to, start taking to plans the elements of public speaking. And you're like, okay, I need to think about the message. I need to think about the message. Next, oh, what channel am I going to use? And the next, oh, who will be my audience? Who are those that will be my audience? You're trying to think, what kind of feedback am I going to get? What will interfere with my public speaking? And then what is going to be the situation? What is going to be like? So once you were told that, okay, you'll be speaking in a particular place, you have to speak about this particular thing, introduce this, those elements of public speaking, talking about talking about the talking about the speaker, talking about the message, talking about the channel, talking about the audience, talking about the feedback, the interference, and then you talk about the situation. Those elements just come to your mind and they are talking your mind. Hey, what's going to happen? What kind of feedback am I going to get? Do I think I have enough? Did I plan enough? Did I arrange myself enough? Are they going to laugh at me? Who's going to be there? If someone I know, would they be there? Would my family member be? All those kind of things will get to your mind and you'll be shivering. I don't want to talk. I don't want to speak. I'm afraid of speaking in the public. But my dear, the truth is, everyone is a master of the act of public speaking. We're only afraid of failing. We're only afraid of not being seen as perfect by from us. So you have to get off that high horse. Now, to own a voice that people can remember, a voice that can stand as a legacy, a voice that when people hear, it will ring a bell, a voice that people will recognize, a voice that when people hear, it will ring a bell. A voice that when people say something about it, it calls people's attention to what you have been sharing with them. To get to that point where you own a voice, you must be involved. Whatever you do has to be about you. It has to deal with you. It has to be with you. Whatever it is, it has to be with you. Being afraid of speaking in the public or being confident about speaking in the public, being so good at what you do or being so bad at what you do, it has to do with you. Why did I say that it has to be with you? Get this clearly. To have a voice that becomes a legacy, you must be involved. If you're writing or you're hearing me, you can actually write this down. To own a voice, they can actually become a legacy. You must be involved. Why did I say you must be involved? Because that's to be with you. If you're someone who is conversant with the elements of public speaking, you actually understand that the first element has to do with the speaker. Now, why is a speaker the very first element in public speaking? Because that's to do with you. The message might not be yours. You might just be called to do a voiceover for someone's business. You might just be called to MC an occasion. You might just be called to advertise something. You might just be called to speak for someone, or you might be sent, to speak on behalf of someone about something. Now, what you must do is self in the message. Once you have put yourself in the message, it becomes your voice. It doesn't matter if you were sent. It doesn't matter if you were asked to do it. Doesn't matter how it came. If it's just a business or it's just a job, it doesn't matter. What matters is that once you're able to observe that story, take it in, eat it, swallow it, drink it, do whatever you want to do it, dress with it, wear it, and then see yourself in that message. When you stand to speak, trust me, you will be owning that voice. You will be owning that personality. You will be owning that place. You see, people can actually talk boldly about their personal experiences because it happened to them. They have been the one in there and they know how it feels. Take, for instance, myself, when I started Deep in the Expression Show, I didn't start it because I needed to do something on Facebook. No. I started because I knew I've conquered self doubt. I knew how long it took me, how what I went through, doubting myself, not believing in myself, not thinking, putting about myself. I knew the implication. I knew what it felt like. I knew how I felt like, and I knew what someone else will feel like if they are in that kind of position. So coming out to talk to people about it, I was so bold and confident because I have been there. So for now, if I am asked to come and talk about a particular soap, a soap product that maybe like they want to market it is just new in the market and I want to talk about it. I've never used a soap before. So I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about it. So what am I going to do? If it's in my place, I could use the soap. Okay, I happen to be in that place. And the person who was supposed to actually advertise for that or do a voiceover for that is absent. And thank the Lord, I'm there. So I was actually called out to do that. What will I do in that kind of place? Oh, no, I'm afraid of public speaking. I can't do this. I can't do that. No. This is what you do. Give yourself some second. Think about it. This soap, what does it have? Who do you say needs to use this soap? What do you think is going to happen when they use this soap? Once you do that, you absorb that message. And when you are about to say it, it has entered you, become part of you. And when you're saying it out, it's not coming out as if it was someone who sent you. It comes out as your message. And that becomes your voice. It might be the product, but someone will still hear the voice behind that product. And that voice will be your voice. So you could have a company that you have suffered to actually build for a long time. And then people or you've hired people to work there. And you are hiding behind because someone else that was coming out to talk about what is happening there. They are gradually gaining ground, gaining face, gaining personality, gaining building their personal brand behind your back. What about you who actually built the business, who actually started the company? You need to come live to tell people that this is who you are. The brand is not the product, get me right? The brand is not the message. The brand is not the services. The brand is the person behind the product, behind the message, behind the services. So you are the brand, not the message or the product. You are the brand. So you have to summon courage, build yourself to get to a place where you'll be able to take your message wherever you want your message to get. You have to summon courage to a place where you can actually stand up to talk about what you are offering the world. So saying that you are afraid of public speaking, you're afraid of saying something wrong. So get yourself involved. Get yourself involved, dissolve, absorb. I don't know what kind of language I'm going to use with it. Just get your message. Get the message to be your message. Turn it into yourself. Why do we ask people to use storytelling when they are speaking publicly? That is to draw the attention of the audience. And in the world that we are in, people are facing challenges that the best thing and the best way to get their attention is to play on their emotional part. You have to get on that soft spot to get their attention. Once you're able to get to that, get on their soft spot, you have gotten their attention all the way. So you have to get a way to get there. How do you get there? Put yourself in the story. If I were to be this people seated right there listening to me, what would I want to hear? For me to summon courage to be here, I must have been through something or had something somewhere that has touched me and that I need people to, I need to heal from. I need answers to. I need solutions for. And then that's why I visit and that's why I am here. That's why I am live right now. So as somebody's coming to speak to me about something that is connected to that, what are you supposed to say? How to solve that problem, how to provide solution to that problem, giving me answers to the question I've been asking or the particular question that drew my attention from there where I am. Yes, from where I was coming from to actually being part of their program or listening to them. So whatever field you are into, it could be business, it could be want to learn about public speaking in terms of your business because you want to actually sell your brand, you want to be able to advertise your brand, you want to be able to be bold enough to speak about your product or your services. Then you have to know that the first thing you must do is make that product you. Make that product you. Turn that product into yourself. See that product as the solution that you want others to get. See that product as an answer that you are very, very sure you want to be able to you want to be able to you want to learn how to speak in your relationship or with your partner. You have to first of all also put yourself in the message. If I am told this kind of thing, how is it going to be? Someone would like, why is she talking about partner? My husband is my husband, my wife is my wife, my children are my children. Yes. But remember that once you're not talking to yourself, you're talking to someone else. It's about public speaking because it's left you to the next person. It becomes public. So you also have to learn the act of speaking to your spouse, the act of speaking to your children, for them to accept you, stay with you, love you, and still value you. So you have to learn that act. So you have to put yourself in the message that you're giving. See yourself as the audience. That the other person sitting next to you, what would the person be listening to? When you are quarreling with someone, how is it going to be like? What should be the solution? How are we supposed to say things like that? So put yourself in the message. Whatever it has to do with your place of work, you're having issue communicating. Once you put yourself in the message, you will be able to thematically communicate with the other person. So to get to where we are right now, I want you to remember that the first thing I said is that you are not afraid of public speaking. You are afraid of saying something wrong. You're afraid of failing or saying the wrong thing at the right time or being seen as imperfect in front of those that are supposed to see you as a perfect person. That you have to get off that high horse to be able to get to where you want to go. The next I tell you is that to find your voice, you must have a stand. You must have a stand, something that people know you for, something that people can say, she or he is the master of this thing. If I wake him or wake her up from here, she would definitely have this understand about this particular issue, this particular product, this particular event or situation. Things might vary, but the most important thing that you must be known for something. That's very, very important. You must niche down to what you are a master. It doesn't matter if you are a master of so many things. No. What matters is that you must be able to niche down to one thing that you can actually, okay, people can actually say, okay, this is what I know this person for. This is what this person is good at. If I call this person, this is what this person will be saying for it. And I've also told you that to have a voice, to own a voice that becomes a legacy, you must put yourself. That is what we're discussing. And I actually like to have to go back. So in case you're just joining, so you actually be able to get from here. All right. So from here on, I want you to understand that owning your voice is also about you having confidence. Once you have gotten you have gotten a stand, once you know that this is what I am focused on, once you know that I've niched down to this place, you also should know that you have to take responsibilities of whatever comes after that. Whoever you are, whatever you are into, when it comes to you relating with the public, there's definitely going to be consequences. If you're a marketer, there's going to be loss, there's going to be time of profit, times of loss. If you're in a relationship, you're going to have a time of issues. If you're battling at a place of work, there's going to be time that you're good or time that you're not seen as a good person and all that. But whatever matters, whatever happens, once you have taken a stand, once you know what you're focused on, once you know that this is where I'm a master of, you must also know that there will be issues that you need to take responsibilities of. So, as a person, are you ready to own your voice? Are you ready for your voice to be heard all over the world? Because I don't deal with locals. No, I don't deal with locals. I deal with people who have international mindset, who have global mindset, people who believe that, okay, this is not where I'm ending, it's actually where I'm starting from. Everything I'm doing right now is my starting. I don't know when the end is going to be, but every day I am starting. Every day is a new chance to start over. So, are you ready to own your voice from where you are? Are you ready to speak confidently? Are you ready to speak with authority? Are you ready to be authentic about whatever you are doing? Or you're still feeling that you're afraid of speaking in the public, or you're afraid of telling people of your ideas, you're afraid of sharing your knowledge with people, you're afraid of being seen as imperfect, you're afraid of being rejected, you're afraid of trying and failing, you're afraid of not being accepted when you start, you're afraid of starting small. You have to take your mind off that. No, you have to take your mind off that. I tell you this, if you want to own your voice, if you want to be known, if you want to be seen, if you want to be visible, you want you as a brand to be known worldwide, you must know that one thing they will find is if you are confident about what you are talking about. Are you confident about what you say you sell, or what you say your product is about, or what you say that you are marketing? I used to tell my trackers that you should be the first buyer of your product. If you cannot buy from yourself, you shouldn't expect customers to buy from. So if you do not think good things about yourself, you shouldn't expect others to think good things about you. If you do not feel confident about what you have to offer the world, you shouldn't try it, because it will naturally show that you're not confident. It will naturally show that you don't know exactly what you're doing. You don't know exactly where you're going. You don't know exactly what you want to do. So when you are ready, like I asked, if you're ready to own your voice, this is what you must do. The first thing you must do is research, study, study, research, study, read again and again and again about whatever you want to do. So you don't have to wait until you know everything. Number one is you must study, you must research, you must read about. You want to go into public speaking fully? Go on the net, ask about it, search it, read it, study it, get yourself acquainted with that. And as time goes on, you keep learning. Don't wait until you know everything. I want to know everything before I start going out there. I want to have all the dots connected before I will step out. It's going to take forever. It's going to take forever. And if you want to move, time is gone. No one is waiting anymore. No time is waiting for anyone. Situation is not waiting. Things are changing every day. So things are moving. People are moving. So as that business you're into, so are people who are developing things left, right, and center. So you have to keep research as your number one key in whatever you want to do. You are into a business already. You have to search about research and study about it. What is this business about? What is happening about this business? What is going on? What will happen in the next how many years about this business? So what can I put in place right now? You have to do that. If you want to, want to start any business, you have to research. You are in the business, you have to research. Even as you're looking forward because you're already making profit from that business, you have to research, and research. Now, two things I will tell you about research. One thing that is going to give you an idea of what you are in. The second thing is that going to tell you what others are doing in that thing to progress. And when you stand to speak about, you already gather the ideas you need concerning that. So if you want to own your voice, you want to be confident about what you're doing, you want to be authentic about, you want to speak with authority that no one can look down on you or second guess what you're saying or your authority in that field, you have to stay, you have to stay current. Let me use that word. You have to stay current. Take, for instance, the world is becoming like digital right now. People are going online. Before coronavirus came, people didn't really pay much attention to what people do on social media and all that. Some people just use their phone for making calls, sending messages and all that. But then coronavirus struck and everybody was trying to see what they could do with their phone, with their system, besides just making calls and text messages and Facebook posts here and there. People started making money from it. People started entering and they're doing huge business, connecting. For instance, look at us live, even from India and Nigeria. I haven't been to India before, but right now I am in India. And those of you in India are in Nigeria because you were watching me all the way from Nigeria. So you see, the world is going digital. Nothing is staying the way it was yesterday. Should that not tell you that even in your business, things are going to change? What worked yesterday? Now, what worked last month, June? I tell you the truth. On the 30th of this month, it's not going to work the same way. You go to the market, you buy a certain amount, you go to the market yesterday, today you are in the market, that same spot where you got that thing from, and you ask the price and they're telling you something different. That is the world we are in. What will you do with your business if you only have the ideas you had yesterday and you're only talking about the things that happened yesterday? You are called to speak, and all you can remember is what happened yesterday. Things are happening today. Things are happening as I speak to you. So you want to speak with confidence. Find out about what is happening in your business. Don't be found wanting. Find out about that. You want to be authentic about it. Make it your message. Let it come from you. Let it be that you have soaked yourself in it, that you know exactly where you're going to, you know exactly where you're coming from, and you know who you're relating with. Let it be that you have put ideas on this particular thing that you're talking about, that you're not afraid of anybody else, agreeing with you. That is when you have a voice. When someone is able to count you down and you keep going because they are guessing that, okay, you don't know exactly what you're doing. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know where you're going to. You don't even know what is involved in this. And you back out. You have given up. So as those who are in this platform, United Council of India, I want you to know that all you need to do to be confident and bold to speak out there or to bring your brand to life, to bring your brand to public, to let people know what you do, is not to feel that you're afraid of public speaking. It's not about the things that you want to talk about. You have to put yourself in the story, study that thing, make it a part of you. Let it be that you know exactly what is happening right now concerning you, and then you can stand your ground. So research. The next I will encourage you to do, if you must be confident, if you must be authentic, and if you must speak with authority, is don't wait until you are perfect. Perfection has destroyed a lot of people. Perfection that's kept a lot of people's dream inside, ideas and visions in the graveyard. Because you want to wait until you have connected all the dots. So you don't want to go out. You don't want to start with whatever you know. It is not okay. I am too big to get to this level and start from the scratch. I am too big to have failed. I'm going to try again. I'm too big to just go out there and stay for 2 minutes and I end everything. I'm too big for people to just look at me and say, oh, is it all she knows or all he knows about this thing? That has killed a lot of people. So you ask today, what are you doing? Oh, I'm still trying. I'm waiting. I got what I want, I will start. No, time is not waiting. Days are not waiting. The world is not waiting. You have ideas, you have dreams, you have vision. You don't have to wait until you are perfect. Quote me right. You don't have to wait until you are perfect. Whatever you have right now is all you need. Is all you need to start with. All you need to start with is what you have right now. Nobody will see you until you step out. My lady Hope that actually introduced me to this platform that has enabled me to speak here today wouldn't have met me if I didn't say something and she heard me. If I wasn't somewhere, if I didn't say this is what I do, and she actually followed my program and realized that, oh, this person has a voice, she wouldn't have brought me here. So you see, no matter what ideas you have, no matter what you do in the back of your house, until you bring it out to people, nobody will know that that is what you do. Forget about being afraid of speaking in the public. Forget about it. You have to put yourself out there for people to see you before you even become perfect. Have you heard about starting it afraid? Do it afraid until you become perfect. Start it on that shaky ground until you become stable. Start it with that little money you have until you have money to get a huge place for that business. Start it with that little page you have, 2, 3 people. Talk to them about your ideas. Some people are afraid of even, advertising their business online because they feel like their family members are there. They're going to look down on them. Why would they say, I started with this? No, you have your life to live. And if you fail, it's your failure, not theirs. Start with whatever you have right now. You will actually learn. What I said is research, research, study, and I brought in this. Start with whatever you have. And I will go back to saying study, research, and study. Study, research, study, research. Start with what you have. Go back to studying, researching until you have gotten a lot more. Let me tell us the truth. No one is perfect in any area. No one is perfect in any business. Once you have succeeded with one business, you might be clapping for yourself. Oh, I won. Yes, you have. But there is a lot more in front than what you've just witnessed. So move on. Don't wait there. Move on. Don't be satisfied. Move on. Don't just be smiling that, oh, you got this win. Yes. Celebrate it, jump about it, take a night off, but get up. Get up. You had that idea. It worked at that time. You need to move from there to the next level. That is why I say, put yourself in it. Put yourself in it. You need a voice that people will hear. Your brand is your voice. Your word is your bond. Your brand is your power. It is you. It is your identity. And if nobody has seen you, nobody knows about you, you will always be in the dark and no one will ever talk about you. There will not be United Council of India if someone didn't burst this idea. I tell you the truth. I know, let me just say, I assume that someone had an idea or group of persons had an idea about this platform. They said, okay, we are supposed to create a platform. What are we going to do? Then they got to, what about inspiring the youth? Because I saw something about inspiring the youth. So I saw inspiration, I saw the youth. So I know that this is where the key word of this family is. So it was an idea. Now, to be sincere, you, the admin, must have planned that, okay, in future, we're going to be inviting people from different parts of the world, that they'll come and speak on the platform to inspire people, motivate people, help them see the way, push them to where they want to get ideas on what they want to do and all that. But it never occurred to you that it would get to a place where you will invite someone whose name is Benitha Samuel from Nigeria. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. I don't believe you ever thought of that. Even if you thought of the name Benita, there will never be Samuel Edemeka in it. So you see, it was a little idea that was not waited to be birthed when it is perfect. It was started on a day and it gets bigger, bigger, bigger. Someone starts with just one person on a group, in a group, and then they get having billions of people join their group. That is what makes you stand out. Your voice won't be heard anywhere unto you. You have said something, until you have said something. If there was no platform like this and they didn't go about posting something about motivation, inspiration, they didn't go about asking, oh, this is what is in this platform, let's come and talk about it, there will be nobody coming here. So forget about being afraid of speaking in the public. Start where you are with what you have, no matter how little it is. Let the world see that there is something about you that they need to be drawn to. You have a business idea? What are you waiting for? You want to start up a program? What are you waiting for? You want to go for a school crusade, or you want to, go to talk to young people, go to the orphanage? What are you waiting for? Do you want to wait until you have the whole billions of the world and you buy all the things, buy the aircraft, buy plane, buy everything before you move? No, it's going to take you forever. Quote me, it's going to take you forever before you move. You have to start from where you are, however you can. But just make sure that you take yourself with you. Just make sure you're not doing it because others are forcing you to do it. Just make sure it's your idea and you believe that it's going to motivate someone, it's going to impact someone, it's going to give someone an idea to start life, it's going to help someone answer a question, it's going to be a solution to someone who has been seeking for one out there. So, dear friends, no matter how little the idea is, it can heal the world. It can put things in perspective for people. It can be the only answer someone has been praying for in all his or her life. It could just be the answer to that prayer of open door connection that you have been praying about. It could just be the very thing that you need to be seen, recognized, accepted, loved, and valued as you have always wanted. But if you shut your doors, sleep in your bed, think about it morning, day, morning, night, morning, afternoon, night, morning, afternoon, evening, after night, morning after night. Nothing is ever going to happen. Nothing is ever going to happen. So remember, you are not afraid of public speaking. You want to talk about your brand? When you are in it, you can say anything. Anything that you know will inspire someone. You will say it boldly. When you have a down, you can speak without being afraid. When you have researched and you're still researching and you believe that you will keep researching until you leave this world, you will never be afraid of saying what you have learned about your business, about your spouse, about your children, about what kind of job you are in. Remember, whatever you do, to own a voice that becomes a legacy that you will leave in this world when your days on earth is spent, it has to be your voice. Your voice in the sense that you have to be in it. It has to be your message. You have to own it. You have to make it part of you before you give it to the world. I'm not speaking because maybe I went to the university. No, I'm speaking as someone who knows what it means to own a message. I'm speaking of someone who knows what it means to have a business idea that you want the world to know about, but they don't yet know. I'm speaking of someone who knows that if you wait until you have all the dots connected before you can start, you may never start. I'm speaking of, as someone who knows what it means to have an idea and no one recognizes it. You don't have to shut your mouth. You don't have to keep waiting for everyone to give their consent. You don't have to be accepted by everyone. You don't have to know all the English in this world. You don't have to be perfect with tone, with everyone around you. You don't have to have all the encouragement that you want. You don't have to have 100% support from your family or from your loved one to start your journey. You know one truth, 100% of their encouragement and support may never come. On a scale of 5, 4 may never accept your message. What do you do, or what will you do if you keep waiting? You're waiting for the other 4 to accept, and then years keep going by. You're waiting until you have learned all the I would like call it all the English that is perfect for a public speaker before you start your program. You might never be able to learn all of them. No matter how perfect you have written down your content. You even while you're reading it, you will still be making mistakes. You still be saying some things like wrongly, pronouncing them wrongly, giving wrong intonation to them. You don't have to wait for perfection. You don't have. If you already started your business, hear me and hear this good. Don't for any reason stop researching. Don't for any reason stop studying. Don't for any reason give up looking for other ways that you can improve yourself or become the best of yourself. We are not the best of ourselves right now. We are just the best of ourselves for now. But this best that we are today will not work for tomorrow. You will agree with me that who you were yesterday is not who you are today. I am stating from myself. Yesterday I was a very shy person, very shy, very secretive. Like I was very private. I don't talk to people. I don't relate with people. I'm also afraid of stepping on people's toe because I don't want them to see me as a wicked person. I just want people to love me, accept me, and just see me like let me be in their heart. Let me be someone that they will love and respect and all that. And even when I'm given a task, I would try to do it and make sure that I am perfect so that they will accept me. But you know the funniest thing? After putting up my heart, my life, everything to work to make sure that I am perfect, that they will see that perfection and accept me, they still do not do that. They still don't. They still don't. After waiting, I don't want to step on people's toe. I don't want to be a wayward child. I don't want to do this, that. They will not look down on me. In the end of the day, not everyone loves me. Not everyone accepts me. Not everyone understands me. Not everyone hears me. Not everyone listens to me. Not everyone comes when I call. But there are the people I waited on, wanting to do everything perfect, make sure they look. That is how the world is. You will never have 100% support from the people around you to start your business, to go into your relationship, to start leave that place that you are to the next that you know will give you, will bring your dream to life, or start a program that will inspire someone out there, heal someone there, or stand to speak out there to people you know that they will want to hear your voice. It's gonna be healing, or to start your music ministry, or start your music career, or start acting career, start your baking business, start your photography business, start your Facebook program, your Facebook group program. It will never happen. You will never have 100%, support from all of them. What I am saying to you today, no matter what you kind of business you're into, no matter the reason or the purpose why you joined this program today, I want you to hear this and hear it clearly. Start from where you start from where you are. You want to build your confidence, it's going to be a process. You want to build authority. People that have voice now, they started before they were heard. I love my one of my coaches, Liz Brown. Is love you must have heard about him. He's a public speaker. I love that man because when he talks, or even you're reading just his quote, you will see him in that quote. When he talks, you feel that it is his message. Even when he is interpreting other people's words, they are like he's the one saying this thing. It didn't just happen. He had a story. He had a yesterday, and he has today, and there's still tomorrow. It's the same thing with you. Whoever you respect as an authority, whoever you admire, whoever you are, that is your celebrity, or who you look up to, who's your mentor, they started somewhere before they got where they are, before you met them. They started from somewhere. If they didn't start, you would never have been able to accept them as your mentor or as a celebrity that you are celebrating. You see that? So I'm just combining this together. You have to find your voice. So if you already have an idea that you have held in for too long because you feel like I need to talk to people about it and I'm afraid, you know what I want you to do? Go talk to one person first. They might not listen to you. Go talk to the next. They might not listen to you. Go talk to the next. Until you hear someone listen to you, don't give up. If you're already in your business already right now and is moving, is working perfectly, don't stop right there. Keep researching, keep studying, keep speaking about, talking about it anywhere you want to do. Now, another thing I also want to add is talk about your business idea, talk about your message anywhere you are. Anywhere you are. I've said so many things already. I'm adding this to that. Anywhere you are, talk about it, say it. For me, anywhere I go, like as I carry my card with me, I make sure that one or two persons there get to hear what I'm doing. Recently, I went for a program. A friend invited me for, she just like she wants to go for an exhibition. They had a business program, and like she invited me to go to support her, arrange her clothes and all that. You know what I did? I went there. Normal, naturally. I went there, I supported her, hang her clothes, and take her short, snap this, snap that, and that, and that, and that. And then I didn't even know what happened. I was suddenly going about talking to people about their own business. Hey, how are you doing? Is your business on Facebook? Do you have it on Instagram? Do you talk about it? help someone to go live with their phone, with their phone. And I was telling them, see, I was as if I was actually on Facebook doing my live program. You see that? That is what happens when you have your idea, when you have the message in you. So wherever you find yourself, talk about your business, talk about your idea. Someone might be listening, someone might be listening, you don't know. A parent came to my school and her daughter had a birthday and I offered to snap them. And after they paid me my money, later on she like, okay, I want someone to MC the birthday program and at home. Can you do it and just support me? You know, like, oh, no problem. And I came, I did my did thing. And you know what happened? Like, wow, I didn't know you could do this. Nobody will know you can do something until you step out, until you say it, wherever you are. It might be in the market. You don't know who is listening. You don't know who needs the answer. You don't know who needs that solution. Might be in a bus. Doesn't matter. It might be on air like this. You know? So don't keep it to yourself. All right. Don't keep it to yourself. So I want to just take a recap. Then I one or two things and I'm done. I'm sorry. I think I've spoken for so long. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I talked for too long. I've spoken for too long. I'm sorry about that. But I would just take a recap. Now, I started by telling you that no one is afraid of public speaking, that we are only afraid of saying the wrong thing or saying, failing. We tend to see public speaking as having to be a profession that certain people have to study. But the real thing there is that we know we engage in the art of public speaking daily without even giving it a title. So public speaking is something that we do every day. It's not what you are afraid of doing. It's only that you're afraid of failing when you are given a mic and you are asked to stand in front of certain persons to talk about something. And also for you as a person, no matter who you are, who wants your voice to be heard, who wants your brand to be seen, who wants your business to be recognized, who wants the world to see what kind of business you do, or who wants to start up your business, you must take a stand. You're into cake baking. We have a lot of things to bake. Yes, we bake bread, we bake cookies, we bake cakes, we bake all of it. You must be known for one of those things that someone can come to your stand and they say, oh, this person is a master of it. This person is a master of it. Has authority in a particular area. He has a stand in that area. He is focused and he is known by everyone to actually be for this particular thing. So if you are one who wants to step out there and want to be heard, want to be known, want to go far in life, you must take a stand. And if you do not just want to go far in life, want to leave a legacy that people can remember, you want to say something that in the next generations to come, they will keep referring to, you have to be involved. Make it your message, make it a part of your life, put yourself and be confident about it. And trust me, when you're gone, it will still be there. Some persons who have made headlines, some persons who are still making headlines, who will still remember their quote today. It's not because they built houses, it's not because they built mansions or they had cars, because they put themselves in the shoes of their audience and they said the thing the way it should be said, the way it gives solution, the way it gives answers, the way it gives healing, the way it supports others. And today we read their quotes and we feel like, oh, this is life changing. This is life touching. This is life transforming. So you must be involved. Involved in the sense that whatever you are into, you have to make it part of you. I gave an explanation and illustration from the beginning. I said, for instance, you were called to actually advertise for a business. It's not your business. or you're called to do a voiceover. It's not your business. You're just there to get your change whenever you're done with advertisement or the voiceover, and then you're off. But for it to ring after you have gone, you have to first of all absorb that message, make it a part of you. When you are finally giving out, it's something that the world will actually see and receive. Then you become the voice behind it. I also told you that the brand is not the business you have. No, the brand is not the business. It's not the job. It's not the pictures. It's not the message. You, as a person, you are the brand. And without you being confident about it, you don't have a stand, you don't have a focus, you cannot take responsibility for the outcome of that particular thing, then your brand is not stable. Nobody will recognize it. Or even if it comes to the light, it's going to fade away before we actually recognize that it existed. And you'll never be happy about that. So for you to have a business that stays on after you have left or stays on wherever you are, and or you have a kind of life that people will remember after you are gone, you have to be involved in it. Very important. And then I've told you that if you want to start a business or you're actually in a business, what you need to do to own your voice, stay confident, be authentic, and be respected as an authority in your area is that you will keep researching. Keep researching. As a public speaker who was taught to plan, to prepare, to practice again before performance. So you see, we were taught to plan, prepare, practice again, and then performance. So that means you don't didn't give up. You practice again and again and again. Research again, research again, research again. You want to talk about your business, you are afraid. Go online, find out what people are saying about that business. What have you experienced as a person about that business? What do you want the world to know? What solution do you have to offer them? Put it, go ahead, research, study again and again and again. And don't forget that the most important thing here again is that you must start where you are. You don't need to wait until you are perfect. You don't need to wait until you have gotten 100% support from everyone around you. Not everyone will give you the 100% support in anything you go into. Your family will say, okay, go ahead. But there's definitely going to be someone who said, I don't like this idea. People have been there. They have wasted their time. They didn't have any money. Nobody noticed them. They don't recognize them. You see that? Someone I remember while I was about applying for university, I was told that okay, people that go into acting, people that are into newscasting, journalism, they don't really make money. They don't really make money. And my father was insisting I go for law. Law. I said, I know, I can't do this. This is where I'm good at. I know I love to speak. I know I'm confident. I know I'm happy whenever I'm talking to people. So why would I have to do what I don't feel comfortable about? So you see, not everyone that will give you 100% support for you to do something. So if you have to wait for them to support you have to wait to connect all the dots. Connecting all the dots, I mean having all the answers to all the questions that will be asked. You will not start and you will keep wasting time and you will keep failing. So what do you do? Start from where you are. What should you do? Start with what you have. What should you do? Start with the little support you have wherever you are. So if you want to go into public speaking full time, you can learn online. You want to actually go into a business, there is no business you cannot learn online. Even how to strangle people. You can, you can learn all this online. Everything is there. Thank God for social media. Thank God for technology. So everything is out there. So research, study, start from where you are, then go back to research. Start from where you are. That means you may not have all the answers. You may not be perfect. You may not have been able to connect all the dots. You may not have all the answers to the questions that will be asked. But once you start, People will see you, they will notice you, they will know that you have a message, they will listen to what you want to say, and then they just keep seeing you graduate from one level to the next because you have gone back researching and studying again. You see, so that's like how life is. You see, you have a course today in the university, the first day of the lecture, you didn't understand what the lecturer said, you went back home, you read about it, you ask a friend, you have gotten ideas already, right? That's how it is. That's how it is. So, whatever you want to do in life, wherever you want to go, I want you to know that it is very important that you have a voice, that you be known for something, that you be accepted for something, and that you never give up on that thing that has, that will give answers to others. And whatever you want to start in life, don't ever wait to have 100% support from everybody. And whatever reason made you join this program today, or whatever reason make you click on this link and join or watch, come live to watch or listen, whatever reason is, I want you to know that you have a voice as a person, but you will never be heard until you have said something. So if you are waiting to connect all the dots before you finally speak, you are going to not last long. People might be lucky to have all connected all the dots, have started today on their business, flow, grow. Yes, their brand was recognized, they got awards here and there, things worked out. It's not like that for everybody. No, it's not like that for everybody. There are people who are in their harvest time, and there are people who are actually in their tilling time, their planting season. So in whatever season you are, you must remember that you have to focus. All right. You have to focus. You have to pay attention. I pay attention again. So I wouldn't know if we have people who want to ask questions from here. Okay. We don't know if we have who want to have ask question from here, but I will conclude with this. Let me conclude with this. Wherever you are, whatever you are, when you are planning, whatever you are planning, or whatever you have in mind already, whatever you have started already, whether you have a voice already, or you are about to get one, or you are about to get one after listening to me, remember that the spotlight where others were, that they checked them on, is the same spotlight you are stepping on. People would, anything brings you off that spotlight. Someone else is going to climb up that spotlight and will be cheered on as well. Unless, so it's going to be like that. It's going to go on like that. Other generation pressure. But what is going to stay on is if you have a voice that has become a legacy. People are cheering you on now. They're supporting you. They're telling you you're doing well. Or when you start your business, you get people telling you you're doing well, you're doing great. It's going to get to a time that nobody says that to you anymore. But if you are one who was made impact, if you are one who has a voice, if you are one who has spoken out and has been heard, even if you have left the spotlight where others are on and they're cheering them, your voice will live on. Your voice will live on. Your voice will live on. That's why I say that you have to find your voice. How do you find your voice? Take a stand. Take a stand. Be known for something. Be known for something. Take the risks to get there. Bear the consequences of your stand. Whatever happens when you take that stand, be bold and confident about it. Don't ever give up. Start wherever you are with whatever you have. Don't ever give up studying, researching, and finding out more about it. That's all you need to know. No matter what it is, remember, you are not afraid of public speaking. You are not afraid of talking to people. You're not afraid of relating with them. You're just afraid of not saying the wrong thing or failing or being seen as a failure. But you are not that. You're greater than that. You are better than that. You are good. And for you to be among this family means that you can only go higher and not lower. And I encourage you to look up to yourself. Once you've looked up to yourself, trust in yourself, whatever you want to do from there, you will be confident about it. And until you do that, nothing else will work. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. I'm super excited. I don't know if you're there, doctor, let me know if you can hear me. I don't know if there's a question. There's a question I would like to answer. Don't know if there's a question I would like to answer. Just let me know. Let me know. We're still live on Facebook. Do you have a question?
Ma'am, no, we don't have any questions on Facebook. We
Okay.
will get to you, ma'am. And as soon as we post it on YouTube, they will be posting some questions. Like
Okay.
actually, we are recording it and we are gonna post it on YouTube after this meeting ends. And after we post it on Facebook, we will let you know what are all the questions they have asked, and maybe we can get them together and we can gather another meeting with them so that uh, you can clarify their doubts.
Okay. That would be better.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, that would be better. No problem. Thank you so much. Really grateful that I was a part of this program today.
Thank you so much to you too, ma'am, for